Hey newbies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Niraja Anand. In this video, you are learning SSC questions on trains. Let's solve the first question now. The question is, a train 100-meter long is running at 30 km per hour. How long will it take to pass a person standing near the track? While solving train problem, okay, be careful. You should understand what is crossing what, okay. First understand that, then you will get the proper idea to solve the train questions. See newbies, when the train reaches the person, the crossing starts. Am I clear? When the complete train comes out of the person, then the crossing ends. Okay, then how much distance train has covered to cross that person? Think it has covered its own length. No, very simple. Okay, see, whenever the train is crossing a stationary object, where you can neglect the length of the object compared to the train length, if you can neglect the length of the object, formula is very simple. We know time formula is distance by speed, correct? As we discussed now, to cross this man, train has to cover its own length, correct? So here, time taken to cross the man is equal to length of the train divided by speed of the train. Very simple. Check the options. Options are in seconds, correct? That means we need time in seconds. If we want time in second, distance should be in meters. Yes, we have it. 100 meters. And speed should be in meter per second. But here we have speed in kilometer per hour. Yes. Just convert this kilometer per hour to meter per second by multiplying this value with 5 by 18. Okay, this is 6 5s are 6 3s are okay, then 25 by 3 meter per second. Am I clear? Now, time taken to cross the man is equal to 100 divided by 25 by 3. 25 ones are 4s are, send this 3 up, we get 12 seconds. That's the answer. Very simple newbies. See here, when the train is crossing an object, okay, stationary object, and where you can neglect the length of the stationary object, you can use the formula time taken to cross that stationary object is equal to length of the train divided by speed of the train. Simple. Second question is, a train 540 meters long is running with the speed of 72 km per hour. The time taken by the train to pass a platform 160 meter long will be. This is another pattern, okay, train crossing a stationary object, but the stationary object length is not negligible. Are you getting the point? The previous question was like train crossing a object, stationary object, where the length of the stationary object is negligible. This is another pattern, okay, train crossing a stationary object, but the length of the stationary object is not negligible. Let's understand this properly. See newbies, platform length is given as 160 meters and the train length is given as 540 meters, correct? This is where the crossing starts. Am I clear? And when the train comes out of the platform completely, the crossing ends. What is the distance covered by the train now? See, from here to here. That means length of the train plus length of the platform. In this pattern, we can't neglect the length of the stationary object. In the previous pattern, yes, we could do that, correct? But here, in this pattern, we can't neglect. So, time taken to cross is equal to distance divided by speed. Here, distance is length of the train plus length of the platform. Am I clear? But platform is not having the speed, no? So, speed is just speed of the train. Hope you have understood the formula. Not only platform, we can use this formula when the train is crossing a tunnel, train is crossing a bridge. Compared to train, yes, we can't neglect the length of the tunnel and the bridge, no? Correct? We can use the same formula for those questions also. Am I clear? Yes. Now, length of the train plus length of the platform. What is the value? 540 plus 160. Value is 700. Okay, speed of the train is given as 72, but options are in seconds. So convert the speed to meter per second by multiplying this with 5 by 18. Okay, what is this value? 18 ones are 18 fours are. Yes, this is 20. Okay, now find the answer. Time taken to cross the platform is equal to, see, distance value is 700, and this 700 meters, the train crosses with the speed of 20 meter per second. So it takes 35 seconds to cross the platform. Am I clear? Very simple. So the answer is this. I hope you are getting the pattern. This is second one. Okay. There are many other patterns. Question by question, I'll make you clear with that. Okay. Now the question is, a train 150 meter long is running at the speed of 42 kilometer per hour. In what time it crosses a car going at the speed of 22 kilometer per hour in the same direction? Okay, see, car length is negligible when compared to the train length. Correct? No, this is like a first pattern, but car is moving. Car is not stationary object now. Car is moving object now. Am I clear? This is the third pattern. The object length is negligible, but the object is not stationary. First pattern is object is stationary and also the length is negligible. Okay. The second pattern is object is stationary and the length is not negligible. Am I clear? The third pattern is object is not stationary and the length is negligible. See newbies, the crossing starts from here and the crossing ends at this. Correct? No. When the train crosses the car completely, the crossing ends. What is the time formula? Time is equal to distance by speed. Correct? Now, time taken to cross the car is equal to length of the train. Because the car length is negligible, so train has to cover its own length. Okay? But speed, car is not stationary object, right? Car is also having the speed. Both the objects are moving in the same direction. What is the relative speed then? Relative speed is speed of the train minus speed of the car. If the objects are moving in the same direction, you have to take the difference. If the objects are moving in the opposite direction, you have to take the sum of the speeds. Correct? No? Now, in the place of speed, right? Speed of the train minus speed of the car. This formula you can use when the train crossing a moving object when the length of the object is negligible, like a train crossing a car, train crossing a motorbike, train crossing a bike, motorcycle and a running man. Am I clear? Okay. See the options. Options are in second. So we need the time in second. That means the length should be in meter. We have it 150 meter. Okay. Let's take the speed now. Speed of the train minus speed of the car, which is 42 minus 22. 20 kilometer per hour. Let's convert this to meter per second by multiplying this with 5 by 18. This is 2 tens are 2 nines are. We get 50 by 9 meter per second. Let's calculate the time now. Time is equal to 150 divided by 50 by 9, which is 1s are 3s are. 27 seconds is the answer for this question. Am I clear? This is the third pattern, the present one. The train is crossing a moving object and the length of the object is negligible. The last pattern is train crossing another train. Okay? Train crossing a moving object but the length of the object is not negligible. Am I clear? Very simple patterns. Let's learn that question now where the train crosses the another train. Okay? Read the question now. Two trains of the length 137 meter and 163 meters are running with the speeds of 42 km per hour and 48 km per hour respectively towards each other on the parallel tracks. Okay. In how many seconds will they cross each other opposite direction? Am I clear? This is the fourth pattern. Okay. Let's understand this question properly. See newbies, this is the question. Two trains. This is where the crossing starts, correct? And the crossing ends like this. When the trains crosses each other completely. Am I clear? Time formula is distance by speed. Time is equal to distance. Here, to cross each other, distance to be covered is length of the train 1 plus length of the train 2. Am I clear? Then, see, the objects are moving in the opposite direction now. What is the relative speed? Relative speed is speed of the train 1 plus speed of the train 2. Correct? No, when the objects are moving in the opposite direction, you have to take the sum. When the objects are moving in the same direction, you have to take the difference. You know this, correct? Yes. Speed of the train 1 plus speed of the train 2. Very simple. Let's take the values now. Length of the train 1 plus length of the train 2 is equal to 137 plus 163, which is 300. Okay, 300 meters. Now, speed of the train 1 plus speed of the train 2, we get 42 plus 48, we get 90, but it is in kilometer per hour, right? Yeah, we need this in meter per second. 90 into 5 by 18. Very simple. 18 ones are, 18 fives are. We get the value 25 meter per second. Let's find the time now. Time is equal to 300 divided by 25, which is 12 seconds. This is the answer. Hope you have understood all the 4 patterns. Super. Okay, newbies, last question of the video. 2 trains travel in the same direction at 50 km per hour and 14 km per hour respectively. A man in the slower train observes that the faster train passes him completely in 15 seconds. Train is crossing a man who is sitting in the slower train. Am I clear? Now, the length of the faster train in meters is... Okay, let's picturize this to understand it properly. See, newbies, the man is sitting here. The crossing won't start here. Am I clear? The crossing should start from here. It is not necessary that the train should cross the another train completely to cross the man. No. The required start from here, and when the train comes out of the man completely like this, the second train, whichever the train is crossing the man, the train comes out of the man completely like this, the crossing ends. Am I clear, everyone? Here, it is like a first pattern. Train crossing a standing man. But this man is having the speed. What speed? This train's speed. Understand this properly. Man is stationary, but he is inside the moving object. So whatever the speed of that moving object is the speed of that man. Okay. Now, time is equal to distance by speed. Time taken to cross the man is just the length of this faster train. Am I clear? Just it has to cover its own length. That's it. Understand this. The crossing starts from here and the crossing ends like this. The train has covered only this much distance. What is that distance? It's its own length. Now, speed. Yes, here we should be very careful because this man is having the speed. What is the speed? This train speed. Now the objects are moving in the same direction. Relative speed is speed of the faster train minus speed of the slower train. Okay, now speed of the faster train minus speed of the slower train. Okay, what is the length of the faster train? That is what we have to find, right? We don't know the length of the faster train. Let's take it x, and speed of the faster train and speed of the slower train. 50 minus 14, we get 36. It's in kilometer per hour. We have to convert that to meter per second. Into 5 by 18. Ones are, twos are. We get it as 10. Okay. See here, time taken to cross is already given. Okay. Let's put the formula now. Time taken to cross is equal to x divided by 10. We know this value. Let's put it. 15 is equal to x divided by 10. So we get the value as 150 meters. Hope you have understood this concept. This is the final answer. Very simple logic. Okay. The man is sitting in the train. Since the man is not moving, whatever that train speed is a man speed. Okay. To cross the man, this faster train is there. No, it has to cover its own distance. That's why I've taken D as the length of the faster train. We don't need that length of the slower train. Okay.